Name is Miano Kariuki. Miano Kariuki from Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, State Department, Labor and Skills Development, yeah? And specifically National Productivity and Competitiveness Center. We are in Siaya County, sharing matters to do with productivity management in this public service with a team, and the team comprises officers from several institutions. One of them is the Salaries and Remuneration Commission and also the Cabinet Affairs Office. Our coming here is to one sensitize various civil servants in a number of institutions on productivity mainstreaming in the civil service. Um, Productivity mainstreaming in the public service is one of the indicators in the performance contracts of all MDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies that are implementing their respective performance contracts. And productivity mainstreaming is one of the performance indicators. This is a government agenda. It's part of the public sector reforms that is being driven by the Office of the Deputy President. But this one is more or less looking into the civil service. The essence of productivity mainstreaming in the civil service or in the public service is to enhance efficient and effective service delivery according to the government's agenda, better, that is bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And we are looking into several aspects. One, we are looking into to what extent are we making use of the resources that are availed by the government, and not just the resources that are availed by the government, but you also have resources that are availed by development partners, and also resources that are generated by the respective institutions in terms of appropriation in aid. So we are looking into what extent are we making use of these resources. Secondly, we are also looking into the service delivery. To what extent are we providing these services to the consumer of these services, that's our citizenry, efficiently and effectively. Now, for the government to implement this particular agenda, then it is calling upon all MDAs, that's ministries, departments, and agencies, to embrace productivity management. When we talk about productivity management, we are talking about three main phases. The first one is creating awareness on productivity management. The second one is undertaking productivity measurement. And the third one is productivity improvement. So once we measure productivity, be it labor productivity, capital productivity, the productivity of an organization or an enterprise, then that will inform on productivity improvement, because that measurement indicates the indices, and the indices tell us we are doing well in this particular area, we are doing not so well in this other particular area. And in the areas that you are not doing well in terms of resource utilization, service delivery, then we go to the next level and we ask ourselves, why aren't we doing as expected by the consumer of goods and services? And as much as we are talking about productivity management, we are looking into three other aspects. When you talk about efficiency, we are looking into one, the operational efficiency of an organization. The second one is the labor efficiency. To what extent is the human capital that is working within that particular organization efficiently delivering those services? And the third one is the customer satisfaction. So we need to work towards ensuring, one, we are efficient in terms of our operations. Secondly, we are also efficient in terms of the human capital. The human capital is deployed accordingly, and they're provided with the requisite resources in order for them to deliver those services. And the third one is our clients, the consumer of the services or the goods that we produce as a government. So then as we do this measurement, then we have to come up with what we refer to as productivity index and the productivity indices. The metrics are derived from the strategic plans of their respective institutions, and that particular indicator is also domiciled in the core mandate of the institutions. We want to acknowledge that we could be having a lot of resources, but there is a lot of wastage still within the government. And the essence of productivity management is identify those wastage and address those wastage with a view of aligning the resource utilization with the core mandate of the institution and also service delivery. And the exercise is being undertaken in the entire country. It's taken place in 10 regions. So that we have 10 teams that are spread across this nation, and the exercise is taking place this week and next week and the week after. We are targeting especially tertiary institutions, teacher training colleges, and other vocational institutions. That notwithstanding, the exercise started way back in the year 2002 with piloting of productivity measurement, and this was targeting specifically the commercial state corporations. But then, having now learned the success of this particular agenda, that it has been rolled out by the government to the entire public service. I want to bring to the attention of our colleagues in the civil service that this is not a new thing. Productivity measurement in the public service is also taking place in other countries. It is taking place in South Africa, it's taking place in Nigeria, in Ghana, among other countries. And because of that, then Kenya is also embracing the same with a view of ensuring that we enhance service delivery in the country. Some countries look at it from a sectoral level, like in Australia. They have considered 6 particular sectors, public administration being one of them, health sector, education sector, among others. So, but in Kenya, it's been rolled out in the entire public service. And as I said earlier, the essence is efficient and effective resource utilization, efficient and effective service delivery to the consumer of services that are rendered by the government. The exercise commenced way back when we started the financial year. So we have already covered more than 120 institutions on productivity mainstreaming, the MDAs. Among the ministries that we've covered include even the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum. We have Ministry of Defense. They have developed the productivity metrics. We have